Hey everybody, welcome back to the BCR Garage. Today I'm working on a project I talked about a few videos ago. I have a 1988 Softail Custom that the mechanical speedometer went out on. Now the speedo still works, but the trip odometer and the odometer do not. So there must be a gear that broke inside. So I'm going to replace it today. I'll show you what I got. I was able to find this brand new Drake Specialties speedometer that is an identical match to the one that I have in my bike. I already took it out of the box. I'll show you the part number. Right there, you can pause that and jot it down if you need to. I got this from Dennis Kirk. So it just comes with the speedo and then a little hardware bag with the isolation grommets, the pins, and a couple of E-clips. A couple of tools I'm going to need: a number 1 Phillips and a socket to remove my acorn nut that holds down my console. It's a 1/2 inch. So first we'll remove the trip odometer reset knob, then the acorn nut that holds down the console, then we'll pop off the console, which will reveal the speedometer. And I've never taken this off before, so then we'll see what we're dealing with. All right, let's go. This used to be the choke knob when I had the original carb on here. But now since I have the S&S carb with the enrichener right on the carb, I just put an acorn nut on there to cap it. Okay, now the dash cover comes right off, like so. All right, a little different setup. We've got a nut and a screw in it. It turns out it's a 10 millimeter, which surprised me a little bit. Oh, interesting. I'm on the left side now, and it's a totally different setup. If you can see that right there, it's just like a rivet, and on the bottom right there, there's no nut, but there appears to be some type of a washer. Can you see that? Okay, I'm going to work on prying that off. All right, it appears to be some type of a C or E clip right there. I don't know how much of this you're going to be able to see, but I'm trying to pull it off with a needle nose. Yep, E-clip. Okay, this speedo has 2 light bulbs, which doesn't come as a surprise to me, because I read that in the reviews of the speedo I bought, which only has 1 light bulb input for it. So it looks like I got to pry these clips back like so. Okay, this piece here stays on because I see it on the new one. I released the locking ring. Now I gotta just figure out what the trick is to get the bulb out. I'll keep fiddling with it. Okay, it's just in there with a pressure fit. So I bent the tabs back, then I pried down. Here, let me get my pick. Then I pried down on this protruding ring here, and it popped out. I think this is the one that I'm going to have to maybe just tape up in there or cap it off or something, because there's nothing on the new speedometer. There's no place for this one to go. So I'll deal with that later. Now I got to get the other bulb out. Next, we have to disconnect the speedometer cable. There she is. Here's the back side of the old one with the two inlets for the light, and on the new one there's only the one. Other than that, they seem to be identical. All right, now I'm going to give a 5-second spray of cable life into the SPEEDO cable to help clean and lubricate it. All right, let's get this new speedometer hooked up. Okay, don't make the same dumb mistake I did. There's rubber grommets that go on the new speedometer. You got to pop them through the holes on both sides. I forgot to put those in before I mounted the speedometer. And I did not want to take the cable back off because that's kind of tough to get on too. So I managed to pop them in, but it took a little bit of effort. Okay, now we'll put the light bulb back in. And like I said, it's a friction fit. And then there's a clip with a couple tabs. Okay, she's snugged up. That's one clip. And two clips. Light is installed. All right, let's just make sure the light's working. You should, I got my garage lights off. You should be able to see a slight glow right there. Yeah, I can see it. All right, time to put the pins in. And you probably can't see it, but there's a little groove right there that the E-clip goes around. And I've got a rag here in case I drop this E-clip. Hopefully it won't fall down someplace where I can't retrieve it. There she goes. Yeah, it looks like I got it. That is one fiddly little job, I'll tell you. Yep, she's on there. Okay. Same thing on the other side. Okay, I popped out the burned out bulb, and instead of cutting this off and capping it, I thought, well, I'll leave the fixture on there in case I ever have to replace this SPEEDO again, and the next one has the capability of holding 2 bulbs. So yeah, I popped the bulb and then I just taped it up, and it'll just live right there. All right, now we can button her up. We'll put the console back on. There we go, perfect fit. I'm just going to put my acorn nut on without Loctite because I have to test drive it first to make sure it works. And once I confirm that, then I'll take it off and put some blue Loctite on it. All right, guys, it's 3 days later. As it turns out, the trip reset knob from the OEM speedometer does not fit in this Drake specialty speedometer. I didn't know that. So I had to put it in a quick order at Dennis Kirk, and they shipped it right out. I ordered it Thursday night, and it arrived Saturday. Can't beat that. Here's the part number. It was $4. Yeah, and $8 shipping. Oh, well, what are you gonna do? So the original knob is on the right, and you can see how much shorter it is than the new one here on the left. And it comes with this world's tiniest screw with Loctite already applied. The reason it's got to be longer is because on the original speedometer you can see how the fitting sticks out beyond the SPEEDO head. Well, on the new one it doesn't, which makes it a lot shorter. Plus the screw doesn't fit in the new one. It's a bigger screw. All right, let's get this thing installed and then we'll wrap this up. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful to some of you. I noticed there wasn't any detailed videos on doing this job on YouTube, so I thought I'd throw one in with all the details. All that's left to do is test ride it and make sure it works. I'm sure it will. It's starting to clear up a little bit. There we go. So I plan on getting out today. I'll probably take a little clip of it and close this one out. All right, see you later, guys. This is BCR signing out. Later.